And welcome back to Made in the 1980s. If you are unaware, I am Camp from the Port. Thank you for tuning in. Um, I appreciate this. Another ice on me. Shout out to my man Wang Dang. Um, he's been working hard, man. He's been working hard and doing this thing um, as just a man out here in this world. So shout out to him, man. Um, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's a live or just another recorded show, we will be back. But it's time to ISO on me once again because I just have a lot of things I want to talk about, man. June, it was a very um, energy driven month because this one ain't over yet, you know. But energy is everything. And I've been saying it a lot lately, but man, do I like just know. I know it now. I live it. You know, years ago, it was keep that same energy. Then we was on no bad energy, no negative energy, right? Then it was positive vibes only, right? All these things. And yet, you know, even though these are the buzzwords, these are culture buzzwords, if you will, this is just how people truly express themselves and how they want to be happy or combat negativity. I'm here to take that conversation and make it a little more real, you know. So I think it's important. Energy truly is everything. Now, I'm an earth sign. Earth sign. I am a Taurus. And I believe that the earth signs are the true energy people of the earth and of the world, right? Earth signs are the true energy people of the world. So, Taurus, Virgos, Capricorns, us, we are truly the authors of energy. And I believe that because of how we react to energy. You know, if you're a water sign, if you're a fire sign, you know, whatever you um, you are meant to be compatible with the earth, you know. And how do they even describe it, right? Earth is nature's limited wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Divine landscapes and the plant medicine that nurture on both a physical and spiritual level. Earth takes care of us. The three earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, each of which explores a different dimension of the earth element. So, man, like when I say I know an energy shift, I know how to cause an energy shift, positive or negative. It's a real thing out here for sure. And since I know that about energy, I want to talk in detail about the leadership lessons that I've learned through my own personal energy. You know, I was working a lot of jobs just over the last like 3, 4 years, two, maybe even three jobs at a time. And what I have been able to really tap into over the last, I would say 5 to 6 years, is my energy. I've been able to do it through meditation and just really focusing my thoughts, clearing my mind, putting myself into a different space. And that space recharges me. It makes me very powerful. I feel just super powerful with the acquiring of this energy within. And over the years, I've just been trying to figure out the best way to harness that energy and to channel it and to really put it to some things to cause great impact or change. And with that, um, very few mistakes have been made, but very glaring instances of that energy um, have I've seen the effects of it, and as they've been on display. I never forget the people that when I walk into a room that are immediately drawn to me for two different reasons. One reason is to just celebrate me, big me up, show me love, and then it's the people that wonder why I'm here, or that are trying to get rid of me, or they're trying to like understand why I'm here. And I never understood it, because it's not just, oh, they hating, because they are, but it's more than just that, right? The bigger issue is that the energy that I have and the aura that I possess, it has now made these people uncomfortable. You know, they don't um they don't necessarily like the fact that the light is this bright, the aura is glowing this bright, the energy is this real. And you can always tell it in the look in people's eyes and their handshakes, and how some people they want to feel like they have one up on you, or people start leading with what they have and who they know and what they can do um at hello. It's the true sign of weakness, but your energy is so strong that it permeates and it radiates, and it just makes the inferior, if you will, just look and sound as weak as they ever could be. But it's masked with what they are giving you and what they are presenting you. Oh, I know such and such. I make this amount. My house is this big, or my girl is so hot, or whatever it is. It's like you're telling me all these things. I have all these cars, I got all this money. This guy knows me. I know this guy. These people over here know me. I'm friends with this family. It's like, okay, that's cool. What about you? What kind of person are you? What is your story though? Now you've made it clear that you know a lot of people, but do they know you? Do they respect you? Do they honor you? Will they do for you? Can they complete for you? Those are the things that's important. Where's your integrity at? You know, where's your heart? Those are the things that really matter to me. But you can walk into a room and you can switch the energy uh anytime you want, and people will react to that energy. You know, no matter how positive your energy is, you'll get people to react negatively. Sometimes I can even feel when just people don't want me in certain rooms, or the sheer mention of something or someone, I'll be like, yo, I'm good. I just don't want to go. I don't even make excuses anymore. I'm too old to make excuses. I just be like, no, I don't want to. Why? I don't want to. I've had my interaction with this person or that group, and I'm good. I see what they have to offer. It didn't do my spirit much good. So why keep entertaining that? Why keep being a part of that? It's just not for me. Let's move forward to the leadership aspect of this, though. So I've been maybe about 60 days now since I have taken over a menswear store, and I've been tasked with doing a lot, which I welcome the challenge, by the way. Whether it's been personnel changing, operations changing, uh, just layout of the store, how we communicate complaints, how we deal with our tailor, how we deal with our other stores, all of it it's been on my plate and I'm eating, man. And it just occurred to me at our last meeting. It's like, wow, it's kind of unanimous now that my energy has now really taken over the store. At one point, I was just a light on the weekends. I was just a joy to have here time to time. But now I'm here every single day. And the store is becoming a reflection of me. And I never experienced that before. I've never been the guy. I've been one of the guys. I've been the guy next to the guy or girl. But I've never been the guy before. So I was anticipating this challenge. And even though I do share the role of being the guy with one other person, I will admit that just the way I came in, it was almost like a tsunami of just like eclectic, creative, passionate energy. And it started affecting people out the gate. You know, I've heard several times that, wow, you're really turning the store around. It feels different in here now that you're here and that you've got rocking and rolling. And, people are proud of me for what I've been able to do in such a short amount of time. And the leniency and the power that has now been shifted to management versus the owner. Like people feel it, they see it, they accept it, they're here for it. And man, that's an unbelievable honor. It really is. I don't take it all for granted, and I don't want to become, anything other than grateful for this opportunity that I have in front of me to do these things. And I was I became proud of myself for the first time in a very long time in the workplace because, I think the highest compliment you can receive is someone telling you that you're making me better at my job and what I do. I now know the different things to do and how to navigate and how to just take on different tasks. And it's keeping me on my toes and making me better. And I'm like, wow, man, I greatly appreciate that, bro. I really do. And I want to say that on this show, just in case they do happen to hear this. Like, man, I am so grateful for the people that have come up to me before or after a meeting or just during a shift or whatever. And it's been like, hey, man, I like what you're doing, or you're doing a great job, or you've accomplished a lot very quickly here. And, because we're not done. But man, just that thought of how like solid, it's solid. Like people truly dig what's happening here within the store, and they're on board. When you get the people on board, you can move as a collective unit. You can get a lot more done. Now, obviously, with the positive will come the negative. That is just facts of life. That is the chemistry of life, right? Because for the praise, there is a little pushback. There is a little backlash. You will encounter the people that don't like change. Or people that tell you, just flat out tell you and the new people, I hate change. So we'll see how this goes. And man, when I heard that, it really made me think like, wow, that was the ultimate test. And I didn't bite, you know, because when you are building new culture in an environment and you're trying to hold on to your veteran pieces, and for your veteran pieces to tell your brand new shiny pieces that they hate change, and basically that everything that just got covered in this meeting is like, hey, well, we'll see how this goes because I don't want to do any of it, or I don't want to do some of it. I don't, like I didn't even give it enough time to acknowledge it for being any more than what it was, which was just a statement that was made in the midst of a very progressive conversation. And although I am big on honesty and I am big on transparency and saying what you feel and meaning what you say and how you feel it, that moment was the ultimate test of positive versus negative energy. Because for me to have this overwhelming support by the majority of the team, and to even have one or two people, even if it was only just one person, to be like, well, I hate this. I don't want to do this. This ain't what I want to do. And, you take a moment, which I did in that. And I begin to tell myself, even in that moment, it's like, well, okay. Hating change has nothing to do with me. That has everything to do with the person. What I became more concerned about is the team. And the reason why is because their willingness to change and be led is the biggest part of this puzzle. I can say anything, but if I don't have the support of the people, it falls on deaf ears. So if I let the negative energy win, then I will lose control. But if I keep the positive energy and keep it winning, then the negative energy will have no choice but to cease or to remove itself. And that I'm okay with. Because you can't make somebody change their energy if their energy is intent on combating with yours. You can change the temperature of a room, you can change the energy of a room, but understand that when somebody is purposely trying to combat you, when that energy is trying to bump heads, just know that force is not the only way to win. You can remove a person and their bad energy by turning away from that person and giving your positive energy to everyone else around. Because who wants to listen to the person complain about the person that everybody is elated to be around or to be with, or is just happy to experience? There is no other way to combat that and win if you're negative. If you're negative, you can. And the thing is, sometimes your name can be so good in certain rooms and certain circles that even when the bad comes and it tries to attach itself to your name, the people that truly know the good of you won't let it affect them. And that's what I hope is happening, person by person. I can speak for it definitely being that for a few people already. And although it's unfortunate, it's part of the gig, you know? It's part of life. Your energy and how it transmits and how it permeates and how it radiates and how it affects other people, that's part of life. It's what gets you jobs. It's what gets you opportunities. It's what gets you access, what gets you power, what gets you women, gets you money, get you friends, anything that you want. Your energy is truly the reason why you get it. That's it. So, with that said, do you know what your energy is? You know, are you truly in tune with what your energy is? Is it positive? Is it negative energy? Is it uncertain energy? Do you have a scary energy? Are you really ominous? Do you have a defeated energy about yourself? Do you believe you can win, or are you just trying not to lose real bad? All of that, all of that is energy. How you see yourself, how you perceive yourself, how you feel others will perceive you. That's an energy blocker. And we all go through it. Listen, as much as I don't care, as much as I don't care, just in life in general, I gotta tell you that sometimes I do step out and like, here I am, got to deal with these people or do this or I, it's not that I care what they think. It's just that I know that they think something, but unfortunately, they're too cowardly to express what they feel. And that is what affects me most. I'd rather deal with your negative energy hitting me over the top of the head versus you trying to conceal it when I'm around. And then when you leave, you let that energy go amongst everybody else when I'm not around. I don't respect that. I don't like that. And building your positive energy can be difficult. It can definitely be difficult. And I think environment plays a big part of that. I spent a lot of years, shoot, I would say probably even a couple of decades. Probably spent a couple of decades not having my energy right. You know, at my core, I was always a good person. And I really do believe that. But I spent a lot of years around a lot of people that brought out the absolute worst in me. The absolute worst. Like if I wasn't all the way solid, I wasn't 100. If I was uh doing things that you couldn't see me doing, it was most likely because I was just with some of the worst people I could have been around. And I let their energy control me, or I let my good energy be used for bad things, saying bad things, doing bad things, participating in bad things. And it only hurt me in the long run because I didn't know how to say no or let go to so many bad people and bad things. And it's not about being better than anybody else, but I just knew that I was greater than what I was showing at the moment. I never want to be a person that is being around everybody like it doesn't matter. Because who you're around, it truly does matter. You can't hang around everybody. You can't be around everybody. You can't date anybody. Like people and their energy have to be right to bring out the absolute best in you. And you have to want the best for you to understand what is the worst for you or what is not making you as great as you truly can be. Man, so much time, so much time I lost. As far as progress goes, just being around people that just brought out the worst in me. And again, it takes a lot of self-reflection. It takes a lot of therapy. It takes a lot of changing of your daily routine. Shoot, I would even say changing up your diet, changing up your attitude. And I mean diet on all fronts: food you consume, television you watch, um, social platforms, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But I don't even have cable, so there's a lot of things that I don't even see because of my energy. I don't have the energy for it. I don't have the energy for it. A lot of the stuff is nonsense. It's not helping me be the person that I need or want to be. So, I let it go and I save a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need cable. And all my apps are still under $100 if you total them up. Yeah. Uh, but I truly believe that for the first time in my life, I am very cognizant of my energy, and I only seek out the people that are a reflection of me or can bring the best out of me. I don't offer too much conversation to people after I've determined I don't like you. Or if I recognize that you don't like me. I don't do fake friends. I don't fake kick it. I don't save face for appearances. I don't just show up and act like it's all good when everybody in the room knows it ain't all good. And I'll be real. A lot of people do not like me for that. They do not like that I suck at being phony. They do not like that I will say whatever I want. And I will give my peace of mind, whether you like it or not. And I'm always going to be on the side of right. I'm always going to be on the side of doing what's best or being the best. And if you don't care about winning, if you don't care about success, if you just want to be on par or at the bar instead of over the bar, then you probably don't like me. You know, or if you have leaned on things to show that you're better than somebody else, you probably do not like me. You know, whether you think you're a rich guy or a tough guy or a ladies' man, you probably do not like me. If you're very insecure about your height, your weight, your face, your job, your appearance, like how you dress versus how I dress, then you probably hate my guts, and that is okay. We were not meant to be friends. I do everything in the aspect of one self love. That's first. What I do to myself is all rooted in self love. I love myself this much. I'm going to put this suit on. I love myself this much. That's why I'm going to cut my hair or not cut my hair and just wear it wild, because this is what it does after I wash it and dry it. And I love it. I love who I am. Nobody loves me more than me. And unfortunately, I grew up with a lot of people that didn't feel that exact same way. But I'm hoping the way that I live now that I figured it out, it helps all the other people that may not have been able to feel that the way that I feel it today. So, if I had to say something, I would have to say my energy is positive. I would say it's positive because it's always rooted in to making sure that there's winners around me. I don't have to be the most winningest. I just want to be winning too. I want to be around other people that are winning or at least want to win. That's what my energy is. I have a very gracious and winning spirit. That's what I'm going to call it. Gracious, winning, and loving spirit. I don't want harm to anybody. And sometimes when I do get my rageful thoughts, or if I do get my angering opinions, or I feel like my blood boiling and I want to like hurt somebody or hurt something, or if I want to throw it all away, I know that's my energy being tested in a way that I'm uncomfortable with. And I'll do the respect of having any conversation. And then once that conversation is done and I'm at peace, We either make it a point to move forward or we make it a point to move apart. And I'm not afraid to do that with friends or family, no matter how close or how distant, because the mission I'm on is still not complete. I'm still truly tapping into what my true purpose is. And I can't be distracted or disrupted or derailed in the process. And that's why it's important to know what your energy is. It's important to know what your energy is. And after you know what it is, you want to know how your energy can win. What I have noticed about myself is that my energy cannot win when my energy is consuming too many others' energy, too many other energies. I'm not that great with that. I um I recharge in silence. I recharge in solitude. I recharge with just the moments to be to myself and talk like I'm doing right now. This is recharging to me. I don't um I don't anticipate a time where I can just be 24/7 on the go around everybody consuming everything and then being okay. That's why I have to take myself off of social media at times. I have to do it. And I know that's crazy to say in the world where I'm doing a podcast and I'm trying to be a content creator and I'm a podcast producer. I'm doing my best to promote a menswear store, and by giving off my own personal looks and my own style, I do so many things that have to involve the engagement of people and social media. But man, the struggles that I have being on those apps every single day, being on those apps every day, looking at everybody's highlight reel or their vent sessions, it literally leaves me into a place where I'm not even sure if I'm coming or going. It's hard for me to determine how good or how bad I'm doing. Even in the midst of doing good, I don't think I'm doing good enough. Why? Because I am sitting here watching everybody else, every scroll, every click, every message. It's just like all these notifications. I turned my notifications off years ago, but even as I log into the app, it tells you everything you missed. Oh, 56 notifications. Jesus. And you look through those and you look at the same old thing, or you look at some new stupid stuff, or you just look and you're like, why did the maker of this app feel I needed to see this? Overly violent, overly crazy, overly like just the hot takes, all of it was draining me to the point where I had no clarity in my own mind about who I was and what I was doing. So I immediately, instead of just talking about it, instead of making an announcement, I just did it. And I deleted all the apps off of my phone except YouTube. I love YouTube. Entertainment and information is always on YouTube. But I did it, and man, within 24 hours, I was just at a greater peace. I slept a little better that night. By 2 or 3 days, I was just relaxed and I felt very productive. My thoughts were clearer, and I had just a better sense of self. Now we're maybe 2 or 3 weeks in, and I've hopped on to share a post for a friend or check something that I was tagged in for a friend that was needed, delete them right back off. Or if I can log in from my laptop, do what they need and hop right back off. And I feel comfortable doing that. I feel comfortable doing that because, man, it just doesn't feel like it's anything out there on these e streets for me. You know, I uh I would love to tell you that, you know, I can handle it, or I could, what I'm saying, social media ain't nothing, but it is. It is, especially when you want to be something in your life, you know. Um I'm not built for consuming everybody's highlight reel, whether it's positive or negative. I need to be processing and nurturing my own energy. That's what I need to do. I don't mind sharing it, you know. Part of me wanted to unfollow every single body so I don't even see timelines, but I know people would take that personal. Maybe I would leave it to maybe the 10 people I talk to in real life. I don't know. There were so many things I thought about doing as a measure of coming back, but honestly, I don't even desire to do it. But what I desire to do is grow in the space that I'm growing now. I look at how great I've been in conversation, how great I've been in complete thoughts, how great I've been in execution of whatever needs to be done. And I do honestly owe it to protecting my energy and keeping my energy positive, and then removing myself from social media. And I know people may think that's crazy, but I also do believe that if I'm truly as great as I think I am, then I'm going to get what's coming to me for being great without all the followers, without all the likes, without all of the interaction. Like, people will find me, people will find my messages, people will find my style, people will find this content, and they will say, "Oh no, guys, the truth. He is really great. This is the purpose. This is the mission. I mess with it. Here it is. Like, I'm here for it." So I don't I don't think that anything that I've been doing has been a detriment. It's all been a positive. That's how much I believe in myself. And I hope a lot of you do carry that same belief in yourself. Don't get wrapped up into this world of oversharing and overexposure. It got me. I'll keep it real. It got me a few times. And I just can't let it get me again, especially not at this stage. Man, I've worked so hard to be this person I am today, and I am still not done with who this person is becoming. And the distractions got to be limited. The distractions got to be limited, and the energy has to be protected at all costs, because energy is truly everything. And I can only make time for the people that love this energy, that want this energy, that respect this energy. And I pray that all of you do the exact same thing. Don't let nobody trick you out your energy. Don't let anybody think that they can control your energy. Understand the light that you are. Take some time, sit with yourself, sit with your thoughts. Think about where you want to go and what's in your way. And then when you realize what's in your way, whether it's a vice, whether it's a friend, a family member, an object, a platform, get rid of it. Cut yourself off from that cold, and then go and do the thing that you want to do, or you feel that you can't do without having this thing that's blocking your blessings and disrupting your energy. Man, I appreciate y'all sitting here one more time talking to me, man. This is made in the 1980s, man. Um, Thank you for listening. Sincerely. It's always love.